So, what are the three truths that I've discerned here in the middle of my seventh decade here on the planet? But first of all, I'm here from Gramercy Park here in New York City. It's the only private park I learned here in the entire city. I'm with my dear friend Kevin Dom, who co-authored a book with me. And you're going to see both the Chrysler building there in the back and Edwin Booth, who was the brother of the gentleman who happened to assassinate our president. And that's been kind of in the news in terms of assassination. So let me come back to these three truths. And look, I could be wrong. Everybody says maybe these times are different. But I think number one, every generation has thought the end is near. And it's always about 8 to 10 years out. I don't know if you saw about 2 weeks ago, but relative to AI, some folks put out a video that said, hey, in the next 10 years, the human race will be extinct. And that prediction has been going on for 500 years. Again, I hope I'm wrong, but I think that's one of the truths. Number two, every generation has thought the younger generation was being ruined by the latest technologies. I mean, if you read what it was like when radio was introduced, and all of a sudden it's like, look, my children are just hanging by this box and they're not going out and playing with their friends. I don't know about you, but my 4 children are doing fine. And so maybe again, I could be wrong this time, but I don't think the latest technologies are ruining the minds of our children. And number 3, every generation has thought the latest technology is going to put everybody out of work. And again, I just read an interesting book called Our Next Reality. And they pointed out a very interesting statistic that since the beginning of time, the medieval ages, that we've only really worked 1,200 to 1,400 hours a week. It was only the Industrial Revolution that pulled us off of our remote work, had us work 40, 50, 60, 80 hours weeks. I think we're going to be back to where with AI plus A+ players, that we're really only going to have to invest maybe 3 to 4 hours of our creative activity. And then we can just have fun here in this park, out fishing, golfing, whatever it is that we need to do. And so my experience is in terms of 3 things. First, I don't think the end is near. I could be wrong. Number 2, I don't think the latest technologies are ruining our youth. Again, I could be wrong. And I don't think the latest technologies are going to put us out of work. I think we're going to find ways to pivot like we did for the agrarian age with 97% of people on the farm, now only 2%. I think we're going to be fine. I am Verne Harnish, author of Start to Scale, Keep Scaling.